Alrighty then, another day, another challenge run. This time, we'll be doing a fun one. We're going to be using the Playable Bosses mod by Orsted and using only the units provided by the mod and the playable bosses already in the game or DLC. Not only that though, this will be another Pick My Unit, so you, the viewer, will be able to tell me how the units will be built and what I can or cannot do. Here's how the mod works. After Chapter 4, once you return to the Somnial, you get all of the modded characters added to your army. This version of the Playable Bosses mod I'll be running is modified to better balance out the units. All units start out in their base classes, and most are around level 5 or 6. And that will make them about as strong as your units normally are at this point. With that in mind, here's the units that are available for this playthrough. From the mod, we have a Beam, Marth and Alear, Mitan, Lumera, Morian, Ev, Sephoria, Durton, Anise, Pinay, Kalmi, Hyacinth, Generic Corrupted, Neluch, Rodin, Sean, and Anji. From the base game we have Vale and Mavir, and from the DLC we have Celestia, Madeline, and Greg. I'm just gonna call him Greg. I debated using Rafal, but ultimately decided against it since we already have plenty of characters to use, and he's a DLC boss, not a base game one. So here's how you can participate. If you want to see a character in a specific class or with a specific skill or emblem, super chat any amount during a stream and I will make that build possible as soon as I can. If a unit already has a build, you can out-donate the original donor and your build will be used instead, and units that have more donations towards them will be prioritized over units that do not. And if a unit has no build, I'll just do a canon build for them, so by default we'll just be going for whatever would make sense for them to normally promote into. I won't use DLC at all unless you tell me to, and I do still have the mod that auto-clears the DLC maps. We could use that to get builds online as soon as possible and not over-level our units. Or if you don't mind and you just want to see as much of the units as possible, you can still have me go through the DLC maps. It's up to you, really. Now, if there's a certain challenge or something you want me to do, I can't guarantee that a super chat will mean that I'll do it, but if your idea is funny enough and I think I can do it, I'll do it. And as a last note, this will probably be my last Engage run for a while. I've been covering this game for a little while now, and it's time for me to branch out and try some new stuff. So let's make this a fun one.